family and friends. This is Mile Marker Mike coming at you. I'm out on the bike again. This is about the 13th of March. Temperature today is roughly about 54 degrees, so I'm kind of bundled up a little bit. And anyway, I'm doing my intro for episode 2 to Kaw Lake. I'm just out on a nice little motorcycle ride, and I thought I'd stop in this area, kind of a cool place to do an intro. But anyway, we are from episode 1. We just got off the main highway and we're on the road. I'll have to put that up in the video, but we're on the main road that takes us into Kaw Lake or Kaw City. We're going to be going across the only bridge that Kaw Lake has, and it's a very big lake. It's probably from length to length, probably I want to say 50 miles. It's a long lake, if maybe 30 miles. Let's give or take from there. I'll give you the exact statistics and the exact measurements of this lake as a part of this intro. But anyway, I'm doing this intro on a different day, obviously, than what my day is today, because my Kaw Lake ride, you notice that we were clear skies. We were roughly about 84 degrees. Today, which is March 13th, we have clouds. Temperatures about 30 degrees cooler, about 54 degrees. So I'm kind of bundled up a little bit. For those in Idaho, you're probably still not riding your bikes yet. It's probably so cold up there. But anyway, we're approaching the end of this intro. Come along and we're gonna have a good time. And this is Mile Marker Mike signing out. Come along for the ride.
Audio Jungle.
Okay, we made the turn. We're going to Kaw Lake now. We're on East 11. Kaw's 11 miles. We're just gonna put a little music on. This thing's gonna get some tight turns as we get up here. Bad thing about Oklahoma is their roads suck. Probably the worst out of any road I've ever traveled cross country. little music on, enjoy yourself for the remainder to the lake. Then I'm going to put a rear camera on and get some rear footage. Having a good time? I sure am. Kaw Lake should be popping up any moment now. City limits. They have casinos all over the place up here, or all over Oklahoma anyway. It's like a gas station casino there, so it doesn't look like a lot of business. This is the only road that you can take that has a bridge that goes over the lake. There's no other bridges that go over Kaw Lake. Storyline behind this lake here. We came up here and it was just as beautiful as it is right now. No wind or nothing. The water was smooth as ice. I mean glass, I mean. And we were up that way on the lake about probably 15 miles from, because our car was parked over here, or my vehicle with the trailer. Anyway, we got a message on the radio on the boat that said heavy thunderstorms in the area of Ponca City and Kaw Lake. And it looked like this. It's like, what the heck? So then I was looking off in the distance. I see this little tiny cloud with a lightning bolt in it. And I was thinking, is that it? Didn't think nothing of it. And all of a sudden, it just started getting darker and darker and darker. And next thing I know, the winds that came from nowhere. Told everybody, says, we need to bring up anchor because we're all just sitting around the boat and kids were swimming in the lake. And as we tried to get back, the white capping of the water got worse and worse, where I literally had the boat trimmed like this, trying to break the waves. And we got all the way back to here, as you'll see at the boat ramp. And anyway, we go to step off the boat, and the boat's going up and down about 2 to 3 feet, it seemed like. And then my son backs the boat out, and I go to get the trailer back in the water, and then I couldn't even see him. It was that dark and heavy raining. He comes up on the, here we come to Kaw Lake. We're going to cross the bridge. And he comes up on the trailer, and then I go in the water with about up to my knees just to make sure everything's lined up. The lightning bolt hits the water, and I felt this electrical surge go up my leg. And I said, steer the boat, I'm pulling us out. See, this is the area where we usually, right here is where we usually ride the boat, right here, right along this line right here. You can see the bridge right up in front of us. Beautiful, beautiful lake. Oklahoma has more shoreline of total lakes than anywhere in the country, maybe except for like Lake Huron and all those big lakes up north. I'm talking freshwater. Well, I think those are freshwater too. And then those big towers over there, they got these big sirens on them that warn people when impending weather is coming. So Oklahoma, I ain't lying if I tell you that weather here is 10 times worse than any place I've ever been in terms of tornadoes, wind, high wind. You want to make sure that the weather's perfect before you go out riding. If it even remotely has rain to it, there's a good chance there's going to be some high winds with it too. I got some good shoreline right along there. You can pull your boat up. We're going to pull down here and see if they'll let us in and take some pictures. Got some campsites around here. Bathrooms are right there. We're going to walk around and do some picture taking.
Fairly new, with a lot of insulation, and upgraded air conditioning heat.
Do you know this is where they made the movie Twister too?
Really?
If you see the movie, the truck was going across there with those little flying things in it, and our tornado was supposed to be over here. And there was a cow that was flying in the air, and those towers are right.
Since the original bike bar burnt down.
Oh, really?
Hello? Hello? I'm here in Kaw, Oklahoma. Kaw Lake. And we made it no problem. I was a little late because I got misdirected. I misdirected myself. So, not a big deal. We're sitting here watching the boats.
Was the fishing any good? Cool. People out here fishing. Cool.
We were supposed to leave at 10.
Anyway,
So
we came across that bridge.
Yeah.
Right there. And when I bring the boat up, I run the boat right around the corner over there, and that's where we usually, right where that far end land's sticking out, and we kind of just ride that cove and pull the kids on the tubes and the skis and stuff. One time we went way down there, and I was telling you about the storm that came up. Those sirens on those towers that go off when the weather gets really bad. And if those sirens come on, you better be 5 minutes ahead of that. Try to get your boat loaded. Well, anyway, this is the boat area that I got all the way up here to get my trailer, and there was like 20 people in line trying to get their boats out of the water during that day. Anyway, Oklahoma can be a beautiful state, and it can be a wicked state all at the same time. So yeah, it's been good. It's good to be able to finally come with someone else instead of just by myself. And if you follow over that direction, you go almost probably about 30 miles, literally, you'll hit the dam. And at the dam area, the water depth is about 90 to 110 feet. So if you want to do swimming, it's going to be cold water year round. Up here is roughly about 60 to 80 feet. And then you go up that direction, you're looking at probably, I want to say it doesn't get usually below 50 feet. But there, if you take that right turn on your boat, there's a bunch of submerged trees. There was a guy that got in there a couple years ago when we were out. They got stuck in there trying to get his boat back out and keep from hitting the prop. But anyway, we're gonna start heading back. I'm gonna do a little bit of back shots, and we're gonna stop off in Ark City for some chicken and pizza, and then head back to Wichita. Okay, we're done with Kaw. We're heading out. We're heading to Ark City for lunch. What's nice about having him back there is if anything falls off, he's going to see it. by Kaw Lake. This area on this side is where I ride the boat. No matter what the winds are, it's always calm right there.
And a focus on healthy living.
I'm just taking my deal off.
And bring your camera.
Just taking the camera off.
You take a shot of the Grandview Cemetery over there.
Hope I don't have to go in one of those for a little longer.
Yeah. One thing I like, this thing's extra tall, the windshield, so I pull it all the way up, and I can be doing 40, 50 miles an hour and it can be crunch or rain, and I won't get wet.
Sometimes your tires are pretty good, like if you have a certain tread pattern, it kind of multi-sheens it off too.
I think they're called Sinkos.
Huh?
I think it's called Sinkos.
Oh, yeah.
They're not very expensive.
Leaving Kaw. Music on all the way to Arc City.
stressing, counting all my blessings. God, come get me out of this town. 'Cause every day I wake up wishing I could break up with the city light and construction sound. I couldn't wait to move, I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. But now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, all I see is an empty heart and broken dreams. Oh, you got me cussing, yeah, I'm probably running, trying to get away from myself. Do I need a vacation, maybe medication? Do you think I need professional help? I couldn't wait to move, I had so much to prove. It's all I could do to get away. But now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, all I see is an empty heart and broken dreams. Don't give up, you're enough, kid. Keep your head up. If it's tough, you can bluff it. You'll figure it out. Got a bug, give me love, so I mess myself up with the drugs and the lover who isn't enough for me. Is it ever enough for me? I couldn't wait to move, I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. But now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, I couldn't wait to move, I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. And now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, all I see is an empty heart and broken dreams.
Watching the sunset on Tennessee hills. I wish I could capture it, I never will. 'Cause I'm not a painter, can't stay in the lines. Just sitting here sipping on dandelion wine. It's starting to rain, but I don't feel a thing. Sitting out rocking on that old porch swing. 'Cause I found me something that tastes like springtime. Just sitting here sipping on dandelion change most times. So pour me one